right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on cryptocurrency every day. My name's Austin, and I hope you're having a great day today. I think you will, because in today's video, I want to talk about Elastos. And full transparency, I'm about to take out a position in Elastos. For the first time, I'm about to invest. And today, I want to share with you 5 reasons why I'm choosing to invest. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. But keep this in mind. Today's video, it's not about telling you to invest. You do what you want. I'm just sharing with you what works for me. My mindset, my thought process. And I think Elastos is a very promising project. And here are 5 reasons why I'm choosing to invest. The number one reason is that I think Elastos is honestly solving a huge problem. Well, what is Elastos solving? What is Elastos? Well, Elastos is an ecosystem built around the blockchain, which includes 3 things. Number 1, a decentralized internet. Number 2, a DAPPS platform, much like Ethereum, EOS, Tron. And number 3, an Internet of Things network. That's a lot of things, but the number one reason that I like Elastos is I think that they have a real use case. Because essentially what Elastos is doing is giving people back, people like you and me, back the power to own our own data and taking that power away from those big tech companies. Elastos is giving us back the most valuable resource on Earth right now. I truly believe that. And question, what is the world's most valuable resource? Oil? Gold? The world's most valuable resource is no longer oil, but data. And Facebook and Google and Amazon, they're listening. They're tracking and they're selling our data and they're profiting from it. That annoys me. That really annoys me. Well, Elastos is aiming to solve that problem. With Elastos, you can choose exactly who sees your data. All right. Hey, what do you guys think about that? In my opinion, there's definitely a need. So that's my number one reason. My number 2 reason is really a question. Can they deliver? Because anybody can say they're going to do that, but can they deliver on that? Well, that's why my number 2 is Rong Chen, the founder of Elastos, and Feng Han, the co-founder, and the entire 40-person team. The leadership is my number 2 reason that I'm about to invest in Elastos. And Feng Han, he's a businessman. Rong Chen, he's the tech genius, and the whole team, but especially Rong Chen is the person that I think brings the most value to the team. Can they deliver? Honestly, the more research that I've done, the more interviews that I've seen with Rong Chen, the more I really believe that I think he honestly might be one of the smartest minds in the crypto space right now, to me. And I kind of akin him to maybe like a Steve Wozniak or even maybe a Charles Hoskinson of the East. But essentially what I'm saying is these guys are my number 2 reason. I do think that they have the potential to deliver. I think they're capable. Rong Chen, he does have a bit of a pedigree, a bit of a background that makes me think he's capable. Well, if I'm summing up Rong Chen, for years he was the senior software engineer at Microsoft, a big position. And he left his position at Microsoft to create his own operating system, to create Elastos. And question for you guys, can you imagine leaving a top position at Microsoft to create your own blockchain? Well, that's what he did. And from all his interviews, he sounds truly, truly passionate about it. And anyway, that combined with their over 40 engineers, developers, and their partnerships especially, where are they? With the CEO of bitmain, the founder and CEO of Neo, their partnerships with these juggernauts makes me think the team is capable. That's me. Let me know what you guys think. Let's keep going. All right, team, that was my top 2. That was 2 of them. We have 3 to go. Question for you. Do you just hate when a cryptocurrency YouTuber makes a video that's essentially just like a love letter to a cryptocurrency? when a crypto YouTuber only lists the positives? I do. Because here's the truth. No cryptocurrency is perfect. They're just not. Every single cryptocurrency has negatives. Every one we've mentioned ever in our videos, they all have negatives. And when I'm researching a cryptocurrency, I want to hear about them. So I'm going to tell you some negatives about Elastos as well. Stick around to the end of this video, and I want to share with you some things that concern me about the project. And I'll just let you decide for yourself. So it's not all going to be good today. We're going to weigh both sides. So anyway, if you want to hear some negatives about Elastos, stick around. But let's keep going. The number 3 reason that I like Elastos is the Elastos virtual machine. Because Elastos, like I said, is also a DApp platform, much like Ethereum or EOS or Tron. And as you can see, decentralized applications have already started to be built on the blockchain. So I have a question. A lot of cryptocurrencies are DApp platforms, better versions of Ethereum. Why is Elastos virtual machine so much better than all of the other projects? Well, I'm not a developer, but from my research, one thing that makes the Elastos DApp platform different is its coding. It's written in C, and it's a coding language that essentially makes it easier for developers to develop. Because I guess, and this is just from my research, when you're building an ecosystem, you need to allow developers to be able to use the tools that they're already familiar with, which was actually a big problem for Ethereum because developers had to learn another language. All right, well, what's the point? Well, one significant thing about the Elastos ecosystem is on their platform, multiple programming languages are able to communicate easily, which will essentially attract more developers to the ecosystem. What do you guys think about that? For me, any platform that encourages and makes it easiest for the best developers to come on board, I would think would generate the best apps, the best DApps. Let me know what you guys think. And let me just point out one more significant thing about Elastos that I think is different than a lot of other cryptocurrencies is it's more secure. Because with Elastos runtime, DApplications or decentralized applications can run without being connected to the internet. So it means that the operating system does not interact with the virtual machine. Essentially, it's making the whole thing more secure, eliminating the middleman, increasing security on the blockchain. All right, so the C++ OS and the DApp platform, that's my number 3 reason. And team, I swear to God, this is not an ad for Elastos, okay? I'm not being paid. I compiled a list of the things that I like about it, and I truly want to share with you. I'll get to the negatives soon. So these are just the highlights. And keep in mind, there's way more research out there. I'm just trying to quickly sum it up on why I think Elastos has a promising future. All right, what do you guys think so far? And just keep in mind, we do these videos every single day, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Feel free to give it a like. It just helps me grow as a channel. Let's keep going. We got 2 more reasons. What do you think they are? The number 4 reason that I'm about to take a position out in Elastos is sidechains and scalability. Essentially, they're using sidechains to solve scalability. The main chain is only going to be used to authenticate your digital ID, which you own, your digital identification, and also be used for ELA main chain transactions. That's it. That's all the main chain's doing. But every DApp that's built on Elastos can have its own sidechain. So as more sidechains are added, the network can be as scalable as the network needs to be. Those are sidechains. And team, full disclosure, sidechains, they aren't new to cryptocurrency. Actually, many projects are slowly figuring out that they need sidechains to survive. Elastos is just implementing them from the start. That was number 4. All right, now, before I get to my last reason on why I'm going to take out a position in Elastos, let's just address some concerns. Because no cryptocurrency is perfect. And my first concern with Elastos is that they're very new. And we really haven't seen what Elastos is capable of yet. I mean, they came on the market in February at around $44. They immediately jumped up to over $80, and now they're at the rock bottom price of $560. So they have a lot of room to grow, potentially. My second concern with Elastos, which might be the biggest one, maybe one that you're asking. That question is, how does Elastos survive in China? Because China, as we know, blocks Facebook, blocks Google, restricts their citizens in many different ways, including internet access. And Elastos is based in Singapore. So doesn't Elastos go against everything China's about? Well, let's check this out, because this is one guy's opinion on Reddit. He says, and he's just asking the question, in order for Elastos to succeed, either China gets a hold of Elastos and makes it a living hell for them, or Elastos is in bed with the government. And imagine all those TV boxes, which we'll get to in a second, but imagine all those TV boxes and their Internet of Things technologies all over the world with some China spyware on the inside. Thoughts? What do you guys think? First off, let me address the spyware issue, because to me, spyware, malware, I don't think that's really an issue, because what Elastos is an open sourced peer-to-peer network. So essentially, any developer around the world would be able to see any malicious activity, malware, since it's an open source ecosystem. So to me, spyware is not an issue, but the bigger issue is, can Elastos survive coming out of China? And this is a concern of mine. And I've thought about this, and I've tried to do as much research as I can, but from everything I found, this is my view. First, China legitimately, right now they seem to have a positive relationship with them. They have the proper partners. But if China does decide to crack down on Elastos, I think it could honestly slow them down, could slow down their progress, but I don't think it can stop them, because Elastos is aiming to be a global ecosystem. And from my research, it seems that they know this, and they're actually setting up bases and expanding around the world as we speak. And right now, they're actually building out their office in San Francisco. What do you think? That was the biggest issue for me. And this brings me to my fifth reason that I am going to invest in Elastos, and it is their carrier nodes. And Elastos is actually doing something very unique. So they're integrating their carrier nodes into their Internet of Things devices. And why is this significant? So this is building out their own peer-to-peer network. And what does this do? Why is this significant? Well, what this is going to do is this is going to allow decentralization. This allows the ecosystem to interact with each other without a centralized server. And team, if you're going to build a global decentralized internet, these carrier nodes in the Internet of Things devices, well, that's a great way to eliminate the central servers. What do you guys think? I think that this Internet of Things space in general will be the first reason the common man, woman gets blockchain in their home. I like that. So let's wrap this up. I know I've asked this a lot, but what do you think? And again, I'm not telling you what you should do. I'm just sharing my research and what works for me. Let's talk about price. If you've gotten some value, give the video a like. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. You do not want to miss one of our daily videos. But if we're talking about price, I'm looking to take out a position. And I'm not sure when, but I'm probably going to be cost averaging within the next few to several weeks. Because I don't know if you know this, but on November 20th, which is in a few short days, millions of tokens are getting unlocked, which may present a good buying opportunity. Now, why are these tokens being unlocked? Well, actually, token lockups, they're pretty common. And many cryptocurrencies have them. But Elastos is actually releasing their tokens prematurely, and they're doing this so they can better comply with Western regulation. And this was going to happen anyway. It happens to a lot of cryptocurrencies. Elastos is telling people about it. And on the 20th, the angel investors, the community lockup, they're all potentially coming on the market. Now, what's this going to do? well, this token release, it's not going to automatically do anything to the price. But potentially, it does make more coins available to be sold. So I'm suspecting the price will drop. It could easily not. And maybe the market will turn bullish and I'll miss my opportunity. Maybe I should be investing right now. But I'm willing to wait. I'll see what happens after the 20th. If the price drops in the $4 range, I might take out a small position. If it stays that way, I might invest a little more. If it keeps dropping down, I'll keep cost averaging down. We'll play it by ear. But in my opinion, for all the reasons that I mentioned, I truly believe, to me, that Elastos is going to be a great long-term hold. I plan to hold it for at least 1 to 3 years, and we'll see what happens. Guys, let me know what you're doing, and let me know if you think a different low-cap altcoin is truly the one that we should be investing in. This just works for me. All right, team. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.